welcome to another episode of Tip for Tip, where you, the business owner, ask us marketing questions in exchange for a tip in your industry. My name is Aaron.
And my name is Christian, and today we have Nikki with Crate Party.
Hi, BitBranding. My question for you is, how do I improve my SEO in 2020?
All right, Christian, how would you improve Nikki's SEO?
I think before you jump into maybe like in-depth tactics about SEO.
What is SEO first? We should probably
search engine optimization. So
Okay.
it's the what Google gives you, right? Those results that Google gives you whenever you search for something, right? So if your website is SEO optimized, then you're more likely to show up on those search results when people are searching for things like party ideas, for example. And that's why SEO is very important, because SEO gives you the ability to reach more customers, potential customers, on Google and other
Organically.
Yes, organically, so not paid. So one of the first things that I would do with SEO in 2020 is just take a look at your website and have other people take a look at your website and just tell them, hey, I have this new item. It's called the Rocking Crate 3000, and I need you to find it on my website. And time them, see how hard it is for them to find it. See how easy it is to navigate through the website. See if they can even find it on your website.
So you want to do this in person? Like that's what you're saying? Like, oh,
not necessarily, or you can ask them to record themselves while they're just navigating your website. Which you can do that on the phones nowadays. You can do that on the desktop. Speaking of phones, I think phones is definitely an important step to do when you're asking a friend or doing it yourself. Trying to figure out, where things are on your website. Basically, what we're trying to say is user experience. So the user, keep the user in mind whenever you're creating your website, whenever you're organizing content in your website. You have to make sure that it's easy, it's accessible, easy to read, and overall just simple for the user. The easier that is, then the better you're gonna do with SEO tactics that you implement in the long run.
Cool.
What else you got?
I was gonna say, so why Christian's saying that, I guess more the why behind it is like, so if they have a good user experience, they're gonna stay on the website longer, and the longer that they stay on the website, then that's better for SEO too, right?
Well, I was thinking if they're lost, then they'll probably stay a lot longer on the website.
Well, okay, so that's part of it. Yes, they would, but then they're gonna get frustrated and leave. So
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. And then other thing that you kind of mentioned a little bit was like the experience that they have. So you want it to load quickly. That's one thing. So if it takes forever to load, that's another thing that Google looks at whenever they're looking to rank you is how fast does this load? How long do people stay? So those are two things that you can help with the experience. And then after you do that, which I think those are kind of like the that's like getting back to the basics of like you need to have that happen before you can do anything else, is to find something that you're gonna do to create content. So whether it's a blog, whether it's a video, whatever it is to update your website, because Google loves when you update things because that means that you're constantly adding value to your audience or people who visit your site. We won't go into a bunch of other stuff, but I would say if you do that and then you create content and you do it consistently, then that's really going to help you in 2020. We can break down a little bit more later, but I think that's actionable advice that you can go do in 2020 right now.
Yeah, and then speaking of content, you want to make sure that's reliable and valuable content. And again, easy to digest when you're reading through the blog or a video in order to get the information to the user. Google and SEO, the main priority here that we're talking about is make it easy and make it valuable for people who are searching for you.
Yeah. We try to complicate it way too much by saying like do all these crazy tactics when really just have a really good experience and add value to people. And Google likes that too.
Exactly. All right, let's hear what you have for us.
I have a twofold tip. If you're a mom and you're thinking about starting a business and you don't know where to start, just get started. Nothing is going to be perfect, and that's what I did, and you learn as you go. My other tip is, if you're thinking about having a birthday party or a slumber party, have a wind down activity before the movie to just transition. It helps the kids calm down. They're not going to be up all night crazy. And if you need any advice, I'm just a click away.
Yes, the best thing you can do is to get started. I remember when we started, we literally just got started to start.
Yeah, that's right. We started creating videos and we just talked to people.
Yeah, even if you don't have the whole plan or everything in place, we did start making videos, and we didn't even have a company name or anything at all.
For like 9 months.
Yeah, but we just started doing stuff, and it sort of formed into a company.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more of a there's a lot of minutia. That's the right word.
Yeah.
That's going on, but you'll refine it, and it's really more so of sticking it out and understanding what you're doing it for that's important. All right, today's question of the day is, what's the coolest type of party you've ever been to? So there's like 90s party, there's like a 20s party, there's like Nerf gun parties, paintball gun parties. What's the coolest party that you've ever attended?
There was this 90s party back when I was in Kansas, and I made a flyer for it.
Yes.
It was really cool.
Did you go to that party?
There was a piñata,
Yes.
and the piñata had candy, and it was 90s candy. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Did you go to that party?
Yeah, it was hosted.
Oh, you were hosting it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
We should do that again. Now the 90s is cool because it's like 30 years ago.
Exactly. Thanks, Nikki, for coming on Tip for Tip. If you're a business owner and would like to be on Tip for Tip, all you have to do is go to bitbranding.co/tip for tip and fill out the form, and we'll get you on this show. That's it. See you next week.